The community of Alexandra is deciding on what action to take following the death of a child who allegedly ate snacks from a local spaza shop. A 10-year-old Lesedi Maaboi passed away on Saturday. Some residents are now demanding the closure of all spaza shops and an investigation by the police. Newzroom Afrika's Nqobile Madlala is covering that story for us, and now she joins us live from Alexandra. Nqobile, very good morning to you. Tell us about what the situation is like in Alexandra, and also the call that's made by some residents that all these spaza shops should be shut down.
Well, Aldrin, today relatively calm, but it's really different if you speak to the various people that are on the streets today. Some are for the fact that there must be closure of these spaza shops, but whilst others are questioning in terms of where's that money for those that are renting is going to come from. Now, that was the issue that was being discussed last night. You'll remember that there was a meeting that they had with the landlords. Now, we understand that the community and the landlords couldn't come into a meeting point where they would agree with a common ground in terms of what to do. However, as a reason, then that meeting fell apart. As a result, now you have various parts of Alexandra that believe that there must be these spaza shops must be closed, and you've got landlords that are at the point looking at where are they going to get their ends meet. But where I'm standing, Aldrin, I want to show you, this is the shop. And this is where Lesedi bought her snack. Not so long ago, we saw forensics as well as various departments coming in just to swipe the area, and inspectors, to be correct, to swipe the area to get an idea in terms of what occurred. You will remember in an incident in Naledi with the 6 children, there was an issue of the fact that the food itself could not be seen whether or not it had the actual chemicals, but they could tell what the children had passed away from. But inspectors kept saying that it could be something within the shop. So when you're at the shop, then you can actually get those swabs that are going to give you an idea what sort of chemicals could be within that shop. So those are still being investigated by the family. Now, Aldrin, as we were talking, we were joined by Umama. Please come closer. She is the ward councillor in this area. And I want to bring you closer because you were in that meeting yesterday. Mama, if you could just tell us, when the meeting broke down, what was the issue?
Can I be clear with the issue, please?
Yes, ma'am, and tell me what happened. I'll hold the mic.
About the meeting?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, in fact, a lot of things were happening here. What I can say on my side. Regarding the meetings, I was just hearing that there is going to be a meeting. The meeting was not properly organized. Later, I hear that there is going to be a meeting of landlords. Landlords, meaning this, it was discussed Alexandra, not in what 108, Alexandra, that Alexandrian community take this issue into their own hands, because the kids that are dying, they are kids. They feel that this thing is happening almost throughout. So everything, anything was happening in the corner. So yesterday there was a meeting, but the time, it was not clear. So people went to the meeting. I just got a message that the meeting was not well attended. They've sent me here. And I talked to them. On my side, I was not aware properly about the meeting, but I'm aware of today's meeting that has been called by councillors of Alexandra. At 10 o'clock, I think I'm going there. We are going to sit down and speak about the way forward.
Do you feel the community then does agree, or is there a division?
I think there is a division because we are having some WhatsApp groups. In my WhatsApp group of what 108 of service delivery, there was a cry of there is this division amongst a community. At 10 Vasco, there was some movement, a lot of community in the evening. They were there trying to close these shops. So this community of that place were protecting the spaza shop, saying why these people came in the dark, why they don't come during the day, and everything must happen, everybody seeing everything what is happening, which I agree with them. Because others now, they are taking advantage of the situation. While we must sit down and talk and come up with a proper way forward. Yes.
Thank you very much for speaking to us, Mama, and also for joining us. So, Aldrin, that division by Umama just being explained, obviously at night when people are at home, it's quite a worry that people then would take that time to close the shop. So that has been a concern as well. I suppose that's coming from the landlords as well, because these are also their properties, and that still needs to be worked out in terms of what happens to them as well. But what we know is that the officials have continued to say that it's very important to just stay away and not buy these snacks at the moment. We heard that from the acting premier, saying that it has no nutrition value. There's no need for them to be bought. Let's figure out a way forward in terms of how to work around this issue. We know that MEC Maile also has been on the ground talking about his department and how they're going to try and inspect as many shops as possible, even going as far as saying they're going to throw all resources to ensure that there is food safety. But we'll hear more from this community, as we heard that there's going to be that meeting with the councillors all around Alexandra.
Thank you so much for that update, Nqobile Madlala, they're joining us from Alexandra.